Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ronnie just coming to you today with a video. How is everybody doing? Hope all is well. I've been up a few hours. I've been milling around, had some breakfast, and just watching Craigslist Hunters video and straighten up. And yeah, yesterday was a pretty uneventful day on eBay. Let me get to telling you. If you're here for the total, you know what the total was. I haven't had one of these days in a while. It was weird. Nothing. Not one. Nothing. Nothing. I haven't had one of those days in a while. It's really odd. I had one message on eBay because I had a typo on something. Somebody's like, "Hey, that's a 560 and not a 360," and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's a typo on my end." I fixed it, but that was it. It was crickets. So it was funny. But I did get some listings done. I drafted a bunch of things that we picked up over the. I went out like last week a few different days and collected a bunch of things over the week. So I had a bunch of things, usually a little bit more than what I usually had. I think I had 61 drafts done, and of that, I went through one thing yesterday. I went to take pictures of a lot of things. I just started taking pictures. Wind up taking pictures of 39 things. One thing, after taking it, looking over it better, I decided that thing needed to be washed. I don't wash all my clothing. I know people ask, and people are gonna say, "Well, eBay says like if you washed all your clothing that came into the house, like most of the clothing we pick up, 50% of it or more has dry cleaner tags on it. Like it's been donated from the dry cleaners. I forgot who said this. I think it was the college picker. And it makes a lot of sense. People donate from their closets. They don't donate from their hamper. Like I will wash clothes if clothes need to be washed. If clothes look dingy, clothes look dirty, clothes get washed, trust me. Clothes get dry cleaned a lot, suits and stuff like that. I smell things in the thrift stores. Things smell funky. They ain't coming home. Things look too dirty. They ain't coming home. I have a Tide pen. I go out. Usually, I'll see if things can come out. Depending on things. I don't like to bring things home too much if they look like they need to be cleaned and stuff like that. Just because it takes too much time. If you had to clean every piece of clothing that came into now, if I'm shopping at the bins, things are definitely being cleaned. Just the facts of life there. But I would say more than 50% of the items I bring home still have the dry cleaner tags on them. Mostly we go through men's clothing. Men's clothing, a lot of it gets dry cleaned. Either the pants, sport coat, suits, so on and etc. But anyway. And then there was a shirt. It looks clean. I have it right here. It looks clean. Like I looked at this shirt. It looks clean. Like I look at it here. It looks fairly clean in the front. Like I don't see anything. But when you put this thing under light, oof, it has multiple stains. It looks like somebody ate a hamburger and greases all down the front of that shirt. So I was like, and it had a dry cleaner tag on it. I'm like, yeah, that ain't coming clean. Trash. I'm not going to give it back to the donation because somebody else is going to buy it and it's going to be the same thing over again. So I'm not going to ruin somebody else's money. So it's going to get tossed. What else? So that's it. So I got 39 things listed. I broke it down. It was 2 pairs of shoes, 1 pair of suspenders, 27 shirts, and that's a combination of t-shirts, dress shirts, casual shirts, polos, so on and etc. 6 sweaters and 4 jackets. And give or take, because I don't know if I wrote them all down, give or take, it was a value of somewhere around $2,800. Give or take. A lot of shirts, bringing that total down somewhat. So, like I said, we had no sales, but of the 29 things we did list, 2 things sold last night. Well, technically they sold this morning. Would have been nice if they sold last night, but we got a goose egg. So hopefully today's a good day to break and make up for yesterday, because we're running behind here. We had a return yesterday, so technically we had a return on a suit earlier in the week. We still have that buyer that hasn't paid for a pair of Nike cleats. Yeah, this week is not looking good to start off the month. Let's tell you, this is a hurtful month right now, I tell you. Not a good month to start this. Let me tell you, I should have waited a month. And I don't think my subscribers are liking this either. I checked my subscribers the other day, actually for the week I started this. I think I've lost 15 subscribers this week. I was like, yo, you mothers are hateful. But some of the items we picked up right here. This is a sweater you see right there. It's a full zip sweater that actually has a tiny hole in it. I hate finding things when you have a hole in it. But here's some other items, like a golf shirt. Another golf shirt right here. These are the Titleist ones. They have the Titleist in the patch. Don't use Titleist as a keyword if it does not have Titleist on the shirt. They will actually flag your account for doing that. It's not good. I've heard people getting suspensions for that and stuff like that. It's not good. It's keyword spamming, and you can get in trouble for that. It's not a good thing. This is the Double R Ralph Lauren. A little bit better of a, they're kind of higher end line. Check out the tag right there. Found that. That was a nice one. How many views I got already? See, already one day that got 26 views, so it's a good thing. Shows you there's a lot of traffic on that. Like this one right here, the 19 views. So it tells you right there, certain things you're getting a lot of views. Like this one, probably not going to get that many, 15 views. So maybe, yes, that's a 2X. So 2X is going to sell a little bit better. This 2X probably is going to do, see 4 views. So that's not going to be as good. But you could tell some things are going to be a little bit better than others because of size or because of what they are. This was a Tommy Bahama shirt. Actually, a mistake I did yesterday, and I don't know why I did this, and I noticed it in like one of the last listings. Good thing I caught myself. When I was doing the listings, and I don't know why I did that. I'll just choose this listing. We'll go here to revive listing. It's going to show anything when I do this that I don't want it to show. But let me see here. Right here, for whatever reason, I was putting free shipping. And I don't know why. I don't know if I just like, if I was just tired doing these listings last night, you know, because my wife gets me up early in the morning a lot of the time. And then all of a sudden I'm watching one of the last listings and I'm like, why am I pressing that button? That's the free return one for domestic. Why am I doing it for the international ones? I was like, yo, what are you doing, boy? So I went actually back in and actually corrected like 40 of these things last night, which was a pain in the butt. And I hope I didn't do that on any other listings any other day because, man, that would have been chaotic. But here's like a brand new Tommy Bahama shirt. It's a large, tall, which probably should sell a little bit better. And not really 4 views. So, Scully shirt, 2 Untuckit shirts. The fat on those might be wearing out here a little bit. See views on these things. This was a nice Brooks Brothers shirt. That was newer tags. Actually has the embroidered Netherlands flag on it. It's the Netherlands flag if it's this way, but if you look on the damn collar, the damn shirt, that's actually the French flag. So, man, That's rough right there. It's rough. It actually goes two ways. This was the one right here. You're not gonna. This is the first time I ever found this one. Uh, Taylor Taylor Stitch shirt. These sells pretty decent. This was nice, like denim shirt. Let's see that one. 23 views once again. Pretty good one. This is going to be a hard one to sell. I priced it up kind of high. This is Hamilton. You can see it right there. It was a recent shirt made in May 18. This is probably a $300 shirt. They're custom made shirts. It's linen. I'm not sure how fast it's going to sell. It might not even sell for that. I'll probably overprice that shirt. Let me see here some other interesting ones. This was an interesting one. This was another first one right here. This The One or whatever. This 100% cashmere. It's a weird color. It's like a Dijon mustard yellow. It's mustard yellow. It's really odd, but gotta love the fabric. If you ever picked up the brand Incotex, this is actually made by that brand, or Slowwear. It's under that umbrella of brands. You can see this looks like it's never been worn. You can see by the crispiness of the tags on the inside. I don't think it was ever worn. Anytime you see tags like just little pricked on like that, sometimes that means you see a lot of higher end stuff just like really sewn on, really gentle. After a few washes, the tags like come off. But that was a new one right there we found the other day while being out. This was a really bad brand I picked up. I don't know why I picked this up. Last year, I sold a bunch of these. I picked up a few of these sport coats by this brand, J. Hilburn. And they sold really well. I picked up a few like 2 months ago. I picked up like 8 or 9 of these. I sold a few pretty quickly. You know, they were all from the same person. Once again, I came across a bunch of shirts, and I'm like, oh, the shirt's got to be worth something. You know, they're like $200. They're custom made to fit per person, blah, blah, blah. Found a bunch, and I picked out only a few of them. Paid $5. I looked on eBay, and it's like, yeah, that brand has either tanked or just does not sell as well anymore. And I was like, oh, why did I? Or either I had good luck with that brand, but in general, it doesn't sell well. It was like, oh man, that was probably a bad buy. This was another nice sweater right here. You can see right here, 22 views in one day. That's pretty good. You can get that many views. Nice sweater. Paul and Shark. I picked up the sweater. I don't pick up the shirts too much. Let's see, 18 views in a day. That's not too bad. Of course, you're going to get a lot of views in your first day. Then other things like this one right here. This was the first time I ever found this one. Buck Manson. Antonia Manson's remember him for the Knicks. But this was a shirt I found. I paid up for this shirt a little bit. But it's new with tags. Never heard of it, but picked it up. 17 views in a day. It's made in USA. I seen made in USA, and then I seen the retail tag, $179. I looked it up on eBay. Sweaters. There were 9 sold. 1 currently listed. To me, that's you got to buy it. Can't leave it behind. This was, you know, this was one I just had to pick up. It was leather territory ahead. This is a brand that I've never had really good luck with outside of it being leather. I know some other YouTubers love this brand, but I've never really had much luck with it. But I will pick up anything leather from that brand. This was the first time ever finding one of this brand. I looked it up. I seen it. Once again, I seen made in USA, you know, and jumped on it. Golden Bear. They seem to do really well. There's a little discoloration you see there to the collar, but overall, pretty decent. Had a wool lining to it. This was another one here. First time buying this one. This one I kind of had some idea about, but still had to look it up to see what comps were. But I don't even know how to pronounce that. Gimos or whatever. Made in Italy. Leather. It's like a jacket utility shirt jack or whatever you want to call it. Utility, lightweight jacket. Kind of nice, but it might take a little while to sell. These were kind of cool. These are Stubbs and Button. I spelled that wrong. I gotta fix that. Did I spell it wrong? Wootton. Wootton. No, I guess I didn't spell it wrong. Go figure. I thought I spelled that wrong for a moment. But these are pretty decent. They're like almost slippers, but they have these embroidery on these. These sell pretty decent. I've only found these one other time. I found two of them, and they were kind of trashed and sold them for like 60 and 80 or something like that. These were in a lot better condition. I found these Saturday in a store where me and this other guy, he was already going through the suit somewhat and going through the pants, and I felt like we were having a competition going through the rest of the store. And we both checked out with a lot of stuff. And I was thinking, like, only if I was there like an hour earlier or something. It was in the snowstorm. It was kind of funny. But hey, you both eating, that's a good thing. Pair of suspenders, pair of boots. I couldn't find any brand for these, so I just put the brand of the sole. But pretty decent looking vintage hiking shoe. So hopefully it does well. Don't usually find t-shirts so much, but did find that ugly coyote t-shirt. So that'll probably be interesting. Here's some of these other J. Hilburn shirts. These are probably, they're going to be a freaking miss big time. They're good patterns, as you see right there. They're decent looking patterns. Hopefully they're not a miss, but we'll see. Some Orvis shirts, but they're on the bigger size, so hopefully they do all well. This was a really cool shirt. That got some views too, 21 views. I put this up for a high price. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably have to lower this eventually. I did see some nylon shirts. I was looking up vintage ones, trying to figure out where to price this. I figured you could always price high and come down low and see where you go. But that print though, that print still is just nice. I'm hoping somebody in Japan just feels they have to have this. But that fox on the back, that thing. Remember, I just think of my niece singing that damn song. What did the fox say? And then there was just some bigger Brooks Brothers shirts. I mean, 18.5 neck, 38-inch long. There's a bunch of these shirts, but a lot of them were trashed. I picked out some of the better ones, and they were actually fairly cheap. These were at a Savers, I think, a while back. I actually had these sitting around for about a week. But I actually found another. I have another one. For some reason, some of the pictures didn't come out. I missed taking that picture or two. But yeah, some of the bigger size ones will do well because there's no real competition in like an 18.5, 38. It's not like a 15, 32, 33 dress shirt. You're in a different competition. Those are all readless, so yeah. We're just going back to here. So some of the stuff, and then we had two sell. So we'll get to the solds and show you what sold. The two that sold was this polo shirt. Listed this had 15 views, and overnight this sold. This sold this morning about 7 o'clock or so. This is a Ralph Lauren X. They're like sports brand. This is just a golf shirt. Has the little golf logo on the front from a golf course, or I'm guessing golf course. Palmetto Dunes and Hilton Head. I put in the title. Anytime I could do this and I could put a golf course, if you could find the golf course. I do not spend a lot of time looking for the golf course, but if I figure out pretty quickly what the golf course is, I'll put it in the title. And they seem to do fairly well. And let me see. Here's another one. This is an Untuckit shirt. This one sold on promoted listing, actually, and sold pretty quickly. I mean, sold $39.99. So, gotta like it. Nice little blue check pattern. I mean, gotta like it. So, I was into the Ralph Lauren shirt for $5, and I was into the Untuckit shirt for probably $5 or $6. So you can see right here, go from 7 to 5, and in between, no sales. What happened? What happened? And another thing, since we're here right now, we'll just talk about that. Odd size suits take forever to sell. Certain brands will have odd size suits like 41, 39, 43, 45, 47. Yeah. Very few people look for those. They're very hard to sell. They do take a lot longer time. I had that for at least a year. That took forever to sell, but it did sell. And that's the thing. Some things will sell. So we're up 2 sales for today already, and they sold at full price. No sale running on new stuff. Until I run a sale, whenever I run a sale, whenever my sale runs out. I don't know. When does my sale run out? Let's see. Let's find a sale item. Sale. Next sale runs out tonight. So that's it. All right, everybody. Let me get out of here. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, let me just make a point about this real quick. Like I said about the golf courses and stuff, if you could find them and find them like if you could put the golf course on them like here. This was Pinehurst. This one sold fairly quickly. This is Wingfoot. This one sold fairly quickly. You can figure out where the golf course is on. That's for the FootJoy shirts. That's for the Peter Millar shirts. You could sell them fairly quickly most of the time. I mean, sometimes they may sit, yes, but you know, they can sell because people are looking for a specific golf course. Like there's some golf courses around me that for whatever reason, no matter what, I can't sell them. It just, I don't even pick them up. If I see, especially if it's on the chest, there's one like with a windmill. It does okay. That one will sell, and I don't even put that in the title. I'll put windmill embroidery on the title because people may love windmills and want to windmill. They're not really too keen on the golf course. You know, they don't give a shit about the one golf course. They like that windmill, or you know, or they may like a lighthouse. There's a golf course around us. They have a lighthouse. People might like a lighthouse on their shirt. You know, they like the embroidery. It doesn't matter so much because it doesn't have any wording. So, you know, that's just something to think about too. But that's it. Some days you just get stunk with a goose egg, and we got a big damn goose egg yesterday. So I'm hoping today for like a $500 or $600 day. Hopefully it comes. We started off good this morning, 2 sales out the gate. Hopefully we get a few more this morning. Haven't really had too many questions on eBay of late, so I don't know. But I got more listings to go up today. I'll give you a total of those listings. I think I said it right. About $2,800 or so, give or take. I mean, that's pretty good for a lot of shirts. Really not any big dollar items. I mean, there's a few jackets and a pair of shoes and stuff like that. But shirts and stuff like that, you're not really going to have too many higher dollar items going up. I mean, shirts, you know, as you can see right there, most of my items, I try to shoot for at least, say, 35 or over margin. You know, some things sell, you know, we run a 15% off sale here and there. I never really do anything more than 15%. I don't think I've run anything over 15%. in many months. Um, many months. I like to keep it consistent. I don't know why. Consistency. I don't know. People become a creature of habit, and they like certain things. I don't like to change up and do different things. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should try different sales amounts. But who knows? Sometimes I'll do 10%. And it doesn't even matter. I could do no sales a day, which I do run no sales some days, and I all sell the same amount of stuff as I do when I run a sale. So I have no idea. eBay algorithm is very special. Nobody understands it. I don't even think eBay understands it. It's like that platform. It's outdated, but it still works. Still money to be made there. Lots of money. But yeah, I gotta get back to work. There's listings to get done this afternoon. Then I gotta finish up. I got about an hour left of a little bit of tax stuff left to do. I gotta do some stuff with healthcare and some other stuff, but and figure out some like minor expenses and stuff like that with like storage unit and like stuff like that. The write off. You gotta make sure you get all those write offs in. And I ain't helping anybody with any of that stuff because I'm not a tax person. I can't help you with that kind of stuff. That's why you pay a tax person to help you. Most tax people help you out a few $100s, depending if you're a sole proprietor. It goes up if you're LLC or a V Corp. It goes up a little bit. You're a partnership. A partnership LLC, I think, is the highest you're going to pay out because technically you're doing two people. It's a little bit more work, from my understanding. I think I could be wrong. I might have maybe misunderstood that. I took a class. Was it last year? 2 years ago? On taxes, just to understand it better. And the person telling us that, because a lot of the people that took the class were going to, I guess they work at like H&R Block and Liberty Tax and whatever other ones there. What is it, H Hewitt or whatever? And it's like, yeah, people, whatever. They were talking about every year they have to go back and they have to learn all these things because there's all these new things coming in. And I'm like, yeah, I will never do my own taxes. No way. I'll pay somebody here. Take my money. Take it all. You can do it. But hey, like, comment, subscribe my videos. Stop unsubscribing me. No, just kidding. But like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. See ya.